Okay, so this is the next lesson in the learning how to checkmate using various chess pieces. This particular checkmate lesson I haven't actually done myself in, gosh, over 35 years. So you're going to find out why it's important to practice these so it comes off in a fluid fashion. So one of the things you need to know is when you're playing someone who's down to a lone king is they have 50 moves. If they can manage to escape being put into checkmate for 50 moves, then the game is a draw. This is in the rated tournaments. So we're going to try to do this together here. Keep in mind that as I'm doing this, I'm filming. I'm trying to maintain the camera here, and I'm talking through it. So you're going to see why it's important to practice these regularly, because there's going to be some hesitation on my part. It's got to be after 35 years of not doing this particular solution. All right, so and I've been away from the game for, gosh, 30 plus years, so I'm just returning to it, but this is really intended to help those absolute new beginners, and also try to keep this video to about 5 minutes. All right, so at the end, what we're gonna have is we're gonna have a checkmate in one of the corners of the board. That's how we're gonna get it, but how we get it is gonna be the issue. So I want to be able to work these together. That's what I remember. So here we go. This is going to be a bumpy ride, and let's go ahead and start this here, just in the middle of the board. I could have put the king anywhere. All right, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get these to work in unison and eventually cut off squares so he's going to be pinned back. All right, so let's see what I can do. Remember the bishops, they control diagonally, and so this one is controlling diagonally the white squares, and this one is controlling the black squares. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to take away space, and as the lone king, my job is to be able to get close enough to an unprotected piece that I can capture it. And if I can capture one of these two bishops, then it's going to be a draw. There won't be any way for me to be able to win as the white player here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up. I'll go ahead and bring it in. I'm going to bring this up, so now they're together and they're protecting each other because they cover a wide range. Black, the bishop on the black squares is controlling everything this way. The one on the white squares is controlling everything that way. All right, so now the king has got to yield. I'll just move it over here, and now I'm going to work in harmony with my king. So the king is going to work back, and I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to move this forward. Keep in mind, I haven't actually worked this out. It's the first day in 35 plus years, so we'll see. You're going to be able to see in real time how a player struggles with that when they haven't put in the time, so it's important to keep that in mind. All right, so now we're going to move this here, and I'm going to continue to work them together in harmony, being able to cut off more squares as I'm pushing him back. Remember the black king, he's dancing, trying to wait for an opportunity where the white player, the white pieces leave something exposed. Okay, so he's moving over there, so I'm going to move this up to be able to have these work in harmony. I'll move this back here. All right, so now what do I want to do? I'm going to go ahead and cut off even more space on the white diagonal, and the king can't move over because I'm controlling the black diagonal there, and again along this side here. So I'll put him over here for now, and so I'll just move my king in. So this opposing king can't, there always has to be a square between the two kings, and so he can't move into the white square because it's being controlled by the white bishop, so I'm going to have him move over, and so the black king is now going to work in lockstep here. So now the black king has a decision to make. I'll put him here, and so now I'll just move my king in here, again forcing the black king to retreat. So far it's going pretty well. Hopefully it will still be that way. So I'm going to move back here. I'm going to move this over here. Again, cutting off space. Notice how it's getting smaller and smaller where he's going. The king, I'll move him over here. The bishop over. Now the king can't move into any of these diagonals because they're being protected or controlled by the bishops. Now we're going to move this over here, and I'm going to move this here. All right, so now I'm going to move it back. And so now I've got to be careful because I don't want to let him slip. I think I'm going to try to move him this way to put him in checkmate, move the black king, and checkmate him over here on the side. So let's see how I've got to do that. I've also got to be careful because at this point, it's possible if I'm not paying attention, I could easily have black obtain a stalemate. So right now I'm thinking we're over the 5-minute mark, and I'm now starting to worry about that. So here I'm going to, I'll move this up. The king, let's just say he's going to move over to this side. Okay, so now I'm going to move this here. Again, controlling this, forcing the king to move over. He's going to move over here. Now what I've got to do is I've got to take a move. I've got to decide on the right move to be able to push him over without letting him out. So how will I go about doing that? I think what I'm going to do at this point is, let's see. I'll take away this square by being able to put control this square. So now he's going to move over, and I'm going to take away this square by being able to move the bishop here, controlling that white square. So now he's going to move over, and so now I've got to be careful. I'm going to move this over again, and now he's got to either slide to the corner or against here. So he's going to move here. I'll put him in check, and now he's going to move to the side, and then I'll put him in check again, and then he's going to move to the side, his only legal move, and I'm going to, I've got to be careful. I'm going to move this back, check, and he can't move over. He can't move over because it's controlled by the white bishop. He can't move in front because there always has to be one square between the two kings. Not that bad. 35 plus years, and I can still remember how to put a king in checkmate with the king and two bishops. And that's what you got to learn too. Will it come up in a game? Yeah, I remember at least 3 as a young chess player in a tournament where I won the game where it was down to my 2 bishops, the king against the king. It's important that you know it because being able to put them away and take that full victory is going to help you whenever you want to be able to be in line for trophies. That's it.